I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. So we have with us today a man by the name of Damon Feldman. And Damon Feldman is the creator of celebrity boxing. Now, celebrity boxing seems like the next step in the evolution of like reality TV meets people just want more exciting in the violence world. Damon, I'll let you tell everybody a little bit more about it.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I mean, it's basically, we're sort of like, I terminology, what we are is for the underdogs. We're a platform where giving recording artists their chance to step in the ring, perform on the platform. Comedians the chance to perform on the platform. Guys that always want to step in the ring without getting their head knocked off, we get them the chance to step on the platform. The main events are the celebrities, the referee, the ring announcers. That's how we brought this in for 20 years, you know. So we're a unique platform giving people chances.
So when you say that they don't get their heads knocked off, that was the thing. I was a little confused. At first, I thought it was like WWE. I thought it was like fake. But then I was watching some of the stuff you got going, and these people are really going at it, right?
Absolutely, man. And you know what? See, your questions are what the public needs to hear. Yes, it's a show, but they battle it out. We give them a chance because, listen, no one really wants to see someone's fucking face being knocked in. You know what I mean? Like, we do it step by step where we give them a chance. They battle it out, but it's all protected and everybody gets a chance in battling it out.
Gotcha. Now, I thought it was brilliant that you picked and somehow you got Roy Jones Jr. First of all, just because I'm a huge fan, he's awesome. I mean, he's the original teaser. Back in the day, from before all these young guns, he knew how to like really frustrate somebody while beating them down. But so now that he's won this fight, he holds the belt. So now, does the next person have to come up and try to get the belt off him? How does it work? Is each fight individualized?
He's the heavyweight metaverse champion. We'll go for a different one once we get that together. Metaverse, it costs a lot of money to put together. You have to raise the funding. It's no joke. Like, a lot of people didn't understand what the funding was. I mean, I'm sorry, what the metaverse was, is because they didn't look into it. It's the future. It really is. No matter what you say in the world, not you, but anybody says.
Right, anybody.
Everything's on technology. This is what it was. I brought together the first ever technology, sort of digital type atmosphere fight. Even though Rocky and Antonio Tarver did it, Ali did it with Marciano, it was somewhat, but I was the first one to do. And it was with Roy Jones Jr., man. He's the modern day Ali. And, you know, it's amazing what we did. Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like, it's kind of like Avatar. The way you put it together, you have a regular fight, then you turn it to 3D. And then, like you were saying, it's kind of like COVID time where the audience is brought in afterwards and it all comes together. And then it's reignited into something that looks real, not 3D. But
see, the thing is, people don't understand. They did battle it out in the studio, and all that stuff was added around it. And the volumetric technology, video capture, just made it look like, damn, it's in space or it's a cartoon. But they really battled it out. And it was really cool, man. It was really, really amazing.
Yeah. So my question was, does somebody now have to beat Roy Jones Jr., or is each fight individualized?
Well, basically individualized, because it's not always going to be heavyweights. Roy was a heavyweight. He weighed 215, I believe. And his opponent was 250. So that was considered the heavyweight title. Now we'll go, but we can make it different matches, different weights, I guess. It's technology. So we're going to see where we go with this. You know, right now, I see.
Touch and go.
Now, my goal is to show this worldwide on TV somewhere, which they already showed on a pay-per-view outlet, Fight TV, but people were a little premature on what this really was. I have to keep pushing this to get it out there the proper way.
Gotcha. And I think that Roy Jones Jr., again, I know I keep bringing him up. I think it was an amazing choice because who doesn't want to fight the last guy to fight Mike Tyson? I mean, did you see that interview where after the fight, they said to Roy Jones Jr., they're like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And Mike Tyson goes, "What about me?" this guy's a real deal. You know, I'm a
Yeah, yeah.
has-been. I haven't fought in years. This guy's beating up on me. And everybody's like, we're not worried about you. But Roy
Well,
Jones Jr. is not a
Tyson,
joke.
Tyson was more interested. He was hella hyped up. He fought Roy Jones because he thought Roy Jones was such a legend. That's
Yeah.
how Tyson was so like, you know, moderate, man. He was just a cool guy, like, but just that's the way I was looking at this fight. I was like, man, Jones just fought Tyson. This is gonna be big. And it was really a big media event, and I'm hoping it pays off.
Awesome. Now, I just got to end off with the real question I had, which I mentioned to you when we were chatting, is that the conversation is great and this is all interesting, but what truly intrigues me is this is really difficult. I mean, from one entrepreneur to another, and I try small businesses, I do this, I do that. The amount of complication and effort and just like the strategizing, I mean, you need to, you personally need to
Yeah.
be built a certain way to be able to even function without getting overwhelmed. I mean, there's so many pieces of this puzzle. I don't understand where you start and where you end.
Well, you know what? It started when I was a kid. You know, my mom became a quadriplegic in a wheelchair. My dad was a fight trainer. Fighters lived at the house. The fighters raised us once my mom got injured. And honestly, man, it was just my whole journey. I'm a professional fighter. I was undefeated, 9-0, got injured outside the ring. That
Right.
just that's like a good claim to fame too. I stopped undefeated. I got out at the right time. A lot of guys wait too long and they get punchy. I don't want to be like that. And I was just able to, take what I was built upon and my faith in God, and that's why I'm here, man. Like it was a journey. It was tough to get here to put all this together. But it does take patience, which is hard for me to do.
Right.
But it's all for my children too. And I have a goal and dream, and I executed it.
Right. It's funny. I wasn't sure if I could make fun of you or not, but I'm just going to go for it.
Go
That
ahead.
with all your technology, we were having a hard time setting up this Zoom. And I guess this plays back to this point that you have to trust people and surround yourself like the president. You need a good cabinet because you're creating, it's a universe. That's literally the way you describe it. I mean, it's just
Absolutely.
a lot, man.
Yes, you know what? And your words mean a lot saying this because it's true. But it took me time to really trust people. I have a team now, and I'm always looking. It's not, I have to get the best opportunities in my life. I got to work hard, and I can't quit. I no matter what, anything. It's not personal with anybody's business because I have one chance to live, and I got to do whatever the best for me. And I am loyal, but yeah, man, this is a journey.
Understand that. And that was why I wanted you on the channel because you're 48 years old, right?
I'll be 48. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm 49. We're pretty much in the same age group. And I think our passion of all the people I've interviewed, and I've interviewed some amazing people. I could relate to them on different levels. But when it comes to you, I see something in you that I see in myself. We have different journeys. The way I feel about this channel that I'm trying to grow, that I'll do whatever it takes. I don't care. I'm all in, and I see that in you, and it's wonderful to have that passion of like a 23-year-old with the wisdom of a 40-something-year-old. How many people have that,
Well, not too many, but I'm gonna give you a little look. You look good, all that. Bottom line is stay in shape, stay in that gym, man. Doesn't matter what anybody says, stay in that gym, you'll stay in shape.
Yes.
I'm the young women love me, because why? Shape. As long as you stay in shape, you're a cool dude, and you have goals and you motivate and determine and inspire people, you'll never get old.
You're 100% right. I've kicked it around from I used to box, like I told you, a little bit, never professional. Bodybuilding, which I thought is a lazy man sport. Oh my God. Then I got into strength training, and it's also for yourself. Like it just, there's something about like when you put in the work, right now I actually ironically just got back into boxing training, But as long as you're doing something and you're older, even if you got a little bit of meat or whatever, but you're right, you're like a man. You got to put the work in, 100%.
Listen, boxing, people, you boxing is like the most incredible thing for anybody in life, because boxing can make you or break you, but it can really make you, because it gives you a self-confidence and nothing else in life can. Once you box and train and know how to throw your punches, move and have confidence. Like, like I can always brag. I was 9-0 undefeated. I'm not a bragger guy. Really understanding I went undefeated. Now I'm like, damn, man, I achieved something. Even I didn't win a world title, but hey, I went in, I career. It made me walk in rooms. I own rooms. People could always say, because if they see me, now I'm a celebrity boxing guy, but other times they were like looking at me and that's an undefeated pro fighter. You know what I mean? Like, that does something for people. And if it inspires, it's all about inspiring people, because that's what life's about, is trying to help other people as well. Like, I love doing what I do, spotlight, making, doing well. I succeeded because I never quit and I never surrendered. And a billionaire told me that. He's like, you got to live by these words: never quit, never surrender. Bart Gladstein, his name is, a Jewish guy who owns the Showboat Hotel in New York City, real estate guy, friend. When he said never quit, never surrender, that made me want to try harder and harder.
Absolutely. Yeah. Nobody can ever take away what you've accomplished. They could take away your future, they can mess with your present, but your past is yours to take pride in. I'm with that. I tell that to my kids. I 100% agree.
Absolutely,
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and listen, another thing, I fell on my face so many times, hit more brick walls probably than anybody. But when you make a promise, I promised God, I spent 13 months in jail because drinking, stupid mistakes, drinking, like drinking beat me. Like, I'm not undefeated now, drinking beat me, but I came back and I beat drinking because I haven't had a drink in 7, 8 years almost. And you don't need that in life. You really need, it's all about giving people, like, forget, there's all these haters, man. You're trying to break people down. It's so stupid. Even like you doing this interview is positive. Like, if you're doing stupid interviews to try to get likes and views on social media, you're a dumb fuck. You know what I mean? Because you should give people, help people. Like, man, that's what it's all about. Like, I mean, some people you'll be like, oh, that guy's man, I can't stand that guy. He's no good. But you don't know, he's probably suffering in his life. Like, something mentally going on. You don't know, man. Like, life's no joke.
That's also part of aging. When you're young and somebody screws you over and you get mad at them, and when you're older, you take a moment, you're like, I don't know, maybe what did that person go through? You still have a right to defend yourself if you find out the guy's a thorough jerk. But you take that moment to see. I
like Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan to get punched in the mouth. So if they think they're tough, sometimes you got to hit them with a nice stiff jab right in the chin.
Right. I feel you, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. I know you're crazy busy.
I'm good, man. Really appreciate talking to you, man.
All right. Thanks so much for coming on.
All right. Thank you.